Alright. Let's continue with Danganronpa. The finale. Let's see what rooms we can enter now.
No, no! What?
Alright, the ultimate despair. You know, it refers to a group these days.
Actually,
It was originally the title for a high school girl. It's probably Junko.
yes indeed!
Yeah, Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As a former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me!
Hey there, Clag. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? Something strange about that. That holds true for Lady Junko. Their charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even created people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
And what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Despair isn't about purpose or a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko as Junko. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. Exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's purely hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children, they dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in her name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. It's not always something that crazy as possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy? Final
in
days.
other words,
Junko had the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course!
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide.
What'd you say?
All students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima? Hey, it doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Huh? Ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Reserve Department's been updated. Hey, Celine. Yeah, that's some hella something.
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No wait, what was that you said about killing school life? Like the killings we're involved in, where killings happened at Hope Peak Academy. So I recall that Mastermind took her own life because the remaining students were together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey!
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko and Oshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Oshima is dead.
Like...
Turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of the academy and forced them to kill each other. Took away the memories, just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Host Peak Academy, who are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. If that messed up plan was stopped, Junko failed. Junko lost his students, she placed in a trap, and after being overcome by despair, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko and Oshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko and Oshima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Are the followers carrying out her will? It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are our surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the ones that are in the Killing School Life? Killing School Life's been added. Ultimate Despair has been updated. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version, so I took the time to draw
What are
it.
you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting!
You're getting closer to clearing my character out. You're not making sense again.
Well,
No, give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Huh. They changed to a different hallway again. So sudden, it's going to make something like this happen. I already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, it's no time to be surprised at something like this. Alright, can't go into that one. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go in the bathrooms. Can't go to the stairs. Music room? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that. It's a future foundation, glorious symbol, a short passage. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of the Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh. It was established by the graduates. Aren't they known as World Enders? It's completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. Piano. Hologram. Where's it flown in the air? It's like a hologram, right? Looks like a pet. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information the person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak. Following a further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors, maybe wondering about the number of people at this time. If there are survivors of Host Week Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. But I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Oshima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, it must prevent a repeat of the kill in school life. Also, if they are survivors of Host Week Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable. However, we are still investigating the details of the origin and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. And regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from research facility on Jablock Island. Preparations have been complete. It seems they can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors, 15 students. Is that about us? So in Chiaki was a part of the Future Foundation, they were definitely keen, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? The biggest, most awful, most traumatic event in human history is really true that in the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. Starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Family survivors has been added. Monokuma is the one. What's this research facility that Rock on? The only feature found in the ruins, nor that's research. If this research facility is on, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there's so many mysteries. Oh. We can go into this now. Feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that teacher vibe to it. Now you mentioned it does look that. More importantly, I've seen Miss Sonia. I don't see her anywhere. Got another hologram. You understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko, the fact remains they are extremely dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko. Those who know nothing about the remnants of despair will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean it's in order to kill them? Doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess it's understandable. The biggest, most tragic event is ever sounds. It's pretty much all-out war. Remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way to be forgiven that easily. Remnants of despair has been added. There's something written on the blackboard. List of subjects. Just below that are the names I've seen before. That's the founder. There's a newspaper on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko is written there. What is this newspaper? This can't be in the same Hyoko, right? I mean, Hyoko Rinu. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. She was pretty much her defining feature. Though in this newspaper, what I can see a resemblance, but her height and figure is too different from the one we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
Oh, this lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's oldest sister? No, it says Hyoko last name here. Then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? It's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention his sister? It wasn't like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the family's only daughter. She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Of course not.
What are you saying? She doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What, is this the truth? In the Hyoko in his newspaper, Julie's saying this is the same person. That's impossible. I mean, how can it be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could be related to a list of subjects,
This
huh?
is bad.
It says subjects, maybe that means there's some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change her body? What am I saying? Just saying out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? The meaning also does difference. I mean, names are written there. What kind of experiment
What's
was
going
it?
on?
Might not have anything to do with time travel. Okay, with this, you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, you'll go on to the next stage. Next stage. Damn it, not again. It's always different from the last one. This one had flag when a mention was raised, I moved it in the hallway. How can you do that? No, I don't have time to think about that. So, I can't go into that room. Can't go into this one. There we go. Got a file here. Confidential. Anyway, I got from what's inside about the whole cultivation plan. For many years, Hillsby Academy has conducted vigorous research into various talents. The whole cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands were the birth of true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed. What follows a series of detailed and intricate orders, difficult technical terms, no idea what they meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. It was celebrating true hope. Must be Academy's behind something like that. I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Regarding the report, we have finally succeeded. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful due to the fact around the vast investigative details. It is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they were the same age as the others. So we decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are some solid leads. In the investigation, we'll eliminate them, everything for the sake of a future filled with hope. Remnants of despair has been added. And the Academy's survivors have been updated. Placement enterprise means we should have been protected by them, right? And why is this happening? If they were protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other? I guess it's not possible to keep the Foundation.
What's this?
Hey there, Meat. On my odds, you may keep wearing like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram in anyway? Exactly what it looks like. They're the future Foundation's emails. But they made the perfect clues, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? It's not important at all. There's no way it's not important. True identity should connect everything to what's happening. So in a different hallway again. Even so, what is this? Am I dreaming? Hey, Akane.
It smells
Someone is coming. Kind of switching his nose.
based on my gut feeling.
Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both.
Yeah.
He's right. They're both. Both. What do you mean? I don't know any details. It's my gut after all. Well, that's true, I guess. So I can't go in there, can't go in there, there. into the library. To be a library, must let something here too. This hologram again must be another one of their emails. I should read it, so that's not a clue. Future Foundation 14th Division, Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep them alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully, you guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The six of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Scale of 1 to I love Chiaki. How much do you hate this game? I love Chiaki. So I guess I hate that they had to take her out. At least she was there for most of the game, right? This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? And why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Email has been added. Remnants of despair has been updated. Back on the second floor. Alright, we can enter this classroom now. Or the laundry room, I mean. Huh, did I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but it's still like the laundry room. Tablet PC. Is this the next clue? I put it in the tablet and started examining it. Neo World Program. The word Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. Neo World Program has another name, Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program was built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software to develop the Neo World Program. Individuals serve as the ultimate programmer, ultimate analyst, ultimate therapist, or modern telling people whose research results were utilized. By mounting the device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows the subjects to experience the synthetic virtual world. Oh. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it's possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world for the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only, and early use is forbidden, though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing and abusing the device for total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Ooh, so we're like in the Matrix crap. Synthetic virtual world program, a feeling of emptiness like everything is being tainted, a feeling of weakness like the world's collapsing beneath my feet. The desperate attempts to say goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. I scream loudly as if confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I am starting to accept that there's no way there's something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
Gotta erase the flags more in order to clear my character group. Hey, Cobalt. Now then, despair is waiting for you. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me, too. Neo World Program has been added to the Troop Bullet section. I mean, Chiaki could maybe still be alive if we're in some kind of wacky virtual world. Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killings? By the way, you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? Monokuma, stop typing in leap and speak. From this one, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. You guys are only the first ones watching this who can save them. Cobalt. Isn't this exciting? Isn't this heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Hoo 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 hoo. I don't really know if I remember the speech either. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't see a resemblance, but... freaky. Alright, I can't go to Monokuma's room. Hey, it's Monokuma. The moment we discovered that the truth was a lie, all hope would disappear. Hoo hoo hoo. Apparently everyone from the first game joined the Future Foundation and then betrayed them and were helping the remnants of Despair survive or hide them or something. So we think like Makoto and all of them apparently betrayed the Future Foundation. At the moment I looked at the object, oh, and apparently we're in some kind of like synthetic world, it seems. Although that should have been obvious by like everything going weird. Welcome to the Neo World program. A personal, floating person is talking to me. Who listen knows, is even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person, I'm simply an artificial intelligence. Call me Alter Ego. It can talk, but what are you? Alter Ego Artificial Intelligence Program. I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence, in fact my existence is one you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has affected everything I'm supposed to be managing, and because of that, the world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on, my brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me get out my thoughts first. Damn, that's the feeling I got earlier again. This floating like my feet are hovering above the floor. But I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. You know, right? What is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has submitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I'm to answer your question, what is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in, it appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you, too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. Sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge this as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Yeah, this is Alter Ego. It was the AI that was made in the first game. That apparently is actually the overseer of this entire virtual world. So that, even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It is used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope. But the fact that we're here and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the programming's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to. So Monokuma was right, we did lose our school memories. Hey there, Sodalite. Hope you're doing well. But why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy while still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us. But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Near World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the Observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. Shrimp tacos. Oh, nice. I do love a good taco. It changes world to where a Near World program would promise eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. You know, I wasn't really expecting it to turn out that we're like in a virtual world for these 2 games. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. Oh, I guess it makes sense. The first game didn't really have too much of a big twist to it. I mean, I kind of expected the outside world would be like kind of fucky. Yeah, Cena's allergic. I'm not though, so I will eat all the tacos. We'll get like some turkey tacos for her or something. If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one, that's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Near World program? The Near World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it to the main computer where the Near World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Foundation's facility. But the only person who could enter that facility is someone who is a member of the Foundation. What am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is true? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers has been added to the Truth Bullet section. And Near World program has been updated. Ah, but it's true that the virus is powerful, and I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit too. A limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure.
Hey!
And okay,
Come on now!
even if you're just a god in a machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're going to say something more, supposedly you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable too. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes your relationship. From there, the paradigm. Oh, we're getting into complicated words now. Change results by being cut off rapidly. Is that like Japanese music playing now? Okay, there's more Monokumas. Accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and a situation from the context invites your death, 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 death. Death, 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 death. Hey. Death, 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 death. Death, death, death. Inverted colors. I think my game's glitching out. Hee hee. What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? That's Makoto. Oh, no, wait. No, isn't that Hajime's hair? Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video feedback has been properly distorted. Even so, we were forced to watch you the entire time. Huh? The things you guys are forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us. I really wanted to save you right away, but because of the virus interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Near World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that it's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Oh, right, it's like Yugi too, like... This just goes everywhere. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I added, I looked up, FFZ emotes. So, I added 2 more. I thought it was funny that, like, someone uploaded a Monokuma emote, and it's just, like, Monokuma's butt. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Like, there's a couple of other ones that's just, like, his, like, face grinning and stuff. Like, everyone does it. Like, Clag, you're still sub to Nos, right? You can probably toss up a Nasi evil for me. Like, everyone does that with, like, the half-evil face. But I thought it'd be funny to, like, have only one Monokuma emote, and it's just, like, his butt and his tail. And Nagito making his, like, I'm an arrogant prick face. I love that one. Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. 11037, that's the number we found at Nazumi Castle. The door of the ancient room was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left the 11037 password in a place where the teacher would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. I want you guys to endure without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In the worst case scenario, when an observer who has a rogue teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence. Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. It means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. A is F colon K L J A G O W W W W Y A white dot Y A dash T E death. Death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt in again. Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. About that guy just now, there shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see, it'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon, a very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved, or finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear, but still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has been added to the truth bullets. I'm assuming that we're going to have some sort of weird trial thing. I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first
So I guess
floor
technically
of
it's the
Hope's
graduation
Academy.
exam, but it's probably going to have the same mechanics as a class trial. The graduation exam probably is like a trial. A red door, huh? So that's going to be this. It means this door, right? I just go in here. Freaky. 00110101. Yeah, it looked like it was. Class trial ground 1. Huh, this place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place. However, this place is a trial field. But why is it a trial field? Looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is different from the one before. You've been here before, right? Yeah, it should be the place with the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey.
Huh. Seems very strange that we've been in the other building up until now.
Damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very... So you finally arrived! Congratulations, you guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This means we can finally go home, right? Of course! That's what you guys decide. And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then.
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed.
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up until now will have their votes treated as absences. Then the result is based on a majority vote. Ahem, if graduate is chosen by a majority vote, and from there there's an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. The results are pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move along. We can press it now, right? No, you can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet. Your will will be swept away by society's harsh currents.
Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm going to press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know? What does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote?
Right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if your vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier. Trying to suck up to
No
Monokuma.
way!
You don't have to worry, there's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be. It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about? Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there we move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to even go through something so dumb? Well, that is, you said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is
There's no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not, you're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you, just perform your roles without complaining.
pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump
I
comment?
can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. Hoo. You're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. Alright, cool. I'm just going to take a quick couple minute break before we get into the trial. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright. And back. So I think I already have I always keep... In this game, I've, like, always forgotten to get the skills, because I just don't think to buy them. Not that I think I've, like, ever been in a pickle.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. And that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Logic dive? Oh. Literally starting me off with, like, my least favorite thing. Virtual? Eh. See, I kind of liked the Hangman's Gambit in the first game,
This world.
but this one's just kind of, like, annoying.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey,
The other things are right, like,
So,
Logic Dive is
this
kind
isn't
of...
the real world.
I
but if
didn't
you want,
like
you can call it
Logic
the
Dive at
game
first, but, like,
world.
now I feel like I
Get
kind
it?
of like it.
It's all just one big game.
are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard!
Mostly because I just think,
Did you
like,
have
it's
us
so
all come here just to
silly
tell us
that's, like,
bullshit?
kind of fun.
If this is a game, are my
It's like someone just like, you know what we need? We need to have you snowboard through the synapses of your
way
brain
that's even possible.
and come up with solutions to
I
problems.
know. The all-in-your-minds trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit
You
happening.
know what the Danganronpa games haven't
'Cause
answered
it's a
for me?
game.
With the way the art style is, and maybe the anime does? Does Monokuma have, like, an actual mouth? Like,
nonsensical abilities.
could you, like, stick something in
'Cause it's
it?
a game.
Or is it just, like, flat and it moves around and stuff? Because, like, you can't really
I know
tell
you
the
guys are
artwork.
pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games.
That's the big mystery of the
So, just
Danganronpa
force yourself
games.
to accept it.
Is I have to watch the anime to
This
find out.
closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this
English voice
killing
is
school
bad?
trip.
I really like his
Just
English
stop.
voice.
There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day,
I can't remember what his
people
Japanese
must have
voice
reacted
is.
the
I
same
looked up,
way
like,
when
a
they first saw the
comparison, like,
airplane take
a couple
flight.
weeks ago when I was playing through the
But
first
like
one.
wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
Didn't someone say that Soda's voice actor is the
Future
person who does
Foundation created
Gohan
this
in
world
Dragon
using a
Ball, I
program
think?
called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing
Yeah, I guess
directly
technically
with
speaking,
the
this is a
user's
very,
brain.
very complex game
Which
of The
means
Sims.
Your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world.
Right, so it's
as
a
if you're
Matrix,
dreaming of
and we're going to become Neo.
Simply put, you're We're,
can't believe we were Keanu
you
Reeves this
know,
entire time.
not aviators, but
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is
Yeah.
a copy of the user's real body.
I mean, like in The Sims,
We're not
you
just
lock your sim in the
regular avatars,
bathroom
right?
and make them pee themselves.
your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
Your cerebrum or whatever it was? Or the memories.
I see. What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
We're avatars?
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when we were doing the, investigating, they said, like,
So
something
that's
gets,
why we don't have our memories of our lives
attached to that part of your brain or something. I mean, I thought Monokuma said a specific physical thing.
Like we're made from memories.
And I mean, like,
of
the memories
past.
aren't physical. Unless he means that, like, they literally went into your
Like,
brain
this
and
is a
took that
game
part
world.
out. Maybe that is what
I'm talking
happened.
about sci-fi crap. I'll never believe it.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
I like how Monokuma has, like, retractable claws. I mean, I've seen it a lot of times, but I never commented on it. It's like, is he a bear or is he a cat? Or do bears have retractable claws? I don't know. Make my argument.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered it, but your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life,
Though you have no
your
memories.
real bodies actually live that life.
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
I think I have to agree with Monokuma's statement.
What does that mean?
Because
Your
we saw,
avatars, but your actual bodies,
Hyo-
though you have no
Hyoku's,
memories of
body.
Your time, your real bodies actually.
I was right.
Must be it.
I agree with Monokuma. That's the plot twist right there.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
Yeah, and like Hyoku was like
There's a picture of Hyoko,
older.
but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look
No, he's not a
exactly as we
plushie.
did before we entered
He's
the school.
Monokuma.
But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated for Yuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory
Yeah,
loss,
you just have to
your
add the
body
Monokuma
still should have
personality.
grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go
Imagine
through
if that would
growth
work for
spurts.
any plushie.
But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other.
Like you just
before we
take
lost
my
our
Eevee
memories.
plushie backpack over there,
If we all met after
turn
we
her
lost our
into
school memories,
Monokuma.
it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
Oh, hold on. If you didn't know each other before, and you wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed the difference? Is it Monokuma?
Crap!
Wait. If you didn't know each other before, and you wouldn't have... No! Now I'm supposed to agree with Soda, because Soda's the one who noticed the difference.
Crap!
Wait, what? Wait,
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
no, I'm not taking it
Now
back.
that you mention it, seems weird. No. Now that I think about it, It's definitely strange.
Or
Strange?
Gengar.
What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
But Mono
As the creators of the
Mono
Neo
Guard?
World program, only the future foundation
Gengar
would know
Kuma?
the details, but
I mean, he makes the same
around 4 years
grin.
worth, I assume.
That long? Echo and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world. And we're virtual avatars. Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that. In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was
Ugh.
just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
That's so
However,
uncomfortable.
In spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
If
Calm
a
down,
lie
Soda.
is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
And hello, Ameko.
We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here, so we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
You die in the
Then
game, you die in real
Jabberwock
life.
Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
I mean, you know it's fake
See,
because
that
no one
means
ever says
the
they have to go
buildings,
to the
everything.
bathroom,
It's
right?
all a virtual world created by the Neo World program.
You know, in the real world, I feel like people always
It's just
announce
like
when they have to go
this
to the
space we're in right
bathroom.
now.
But no,
What
no,
we
I
see
take
before
that
us is a
back.
virtual
No,
environment created
Nekomaru
by
always
the
talked about
program.
having to take a shit.
It looks real.
Like that
because our
literally
brains
came up
think
like
it's
every time
real.
he talked. What am I talking? Literally ignore what I just said. Yeah, Ameko, it's definitely a game where like if you miss out a bit, you'll just be lost. I've noticed. Yeah, and the bathroom was like central to the first case. The truth is, it was all a lie. But this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
Yeah, right? Like, is that part of the art style? Or is it like, yeah, everyone was just a cardboard cutout?
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they
Is this
died
where
in
like
real
the,
life.
if you die in the blank, you die in the real world?
So,
Like, did that meme
you were
come
saying
from
everyone is
Danganronpa?
still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
Dang.
Then everyone who died.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
Right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing
Can you imagine
to
if
play this game.
Bethesda was behind making this virtual reality? Everything would have been
The people
fucked.
from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
You try to kill someone and you would just like clip through the floor.
And then they were taken out.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation.
The Future Foundation is our real enemy. Is that really it?
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys.
Then the Future Foundation is... truly an organization of evil.
I thought that was gonna be it.
Crap!
The Neo World program was the Future Foundation.
Well, I tried to let
It's
it
all the Future
cycle.
And the enemy is the I mean, there's no way they're...
Then the future truly an organization of evil.
Who's our enemy? Is it the Future Foundation?
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
Oh.
Crap!
Yeah, I like how it's like sort of like an 8-bit sort
The
of
Neo
music
World
right
program
now.
was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The Hope
The
Cultivation.
ones who trapped
Plan.
us in here. It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's.
And the enemy is the Future Foundation I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
A group that would make a killing game. And it's
The
not.
Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here.
Neo World program?
It's all the Future Foundation.
And the enemy is the Future I mean, a group that would make...
No, that's wrong!
See, I had a feeling it was something to do with what she was saying there.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
There's also something we need to clear up. Monomi, or Sami's role she had in this world, was... She was the observer.
I see! She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-player character. Character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
That's what you think, Soda.
Monomi's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait! Did you just say 15 people?
We've forgotten how to count. We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
Chiaki. Chiaki was the other observer.
Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
So
Whoa.
you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then she wasn't human?
Didn't exist at all, not
No,
human.
that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character.
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character. She was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
World
Now
Ender.
that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
For everyone
Hey,
who's
what do you mean,
here,
those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Like, don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Monokuma was actually John
Main
Cena.
cast.
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What?
It's gonna be
World Ender?
Nagito. Or Nagito.
It's not the Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
Called out.
I was waiting for you,
Oh, it's Makoto.
You finally arrived.
Makoto. When protagonist meets protagonist.
My name is Makoto Naegi. And right now, I'm a
Hi,
member
Kobo.
of the Future Foundation.
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us! Hey, what happened?
Isn't he acting a bit strange? His best attitude is as if he's being cautious of us.
I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
The situation we're in.
Why do you think the Future Foundation decided to put you guys into the Neo World program?
Who cares? Hurry up and get us out of here!
The Neo World program.
I think it
has
was
another-
Makoto was the
Hope
program
Restoration
person.
Program.
Hope Restoration Program.
By now, you should understand your true identity.
Huh? Our true identities?
Aren't we the 15 survivors of Hope's Peak Academy who were rescued by the Future Foundation?
Before you arrived here, Monokuma should have shown you guys some clues. Put them all together and try thinking about it.
Put it together and think. Logic dies. Oh yeah, we're playing Snowboard Kids. Oh yeah, I thought I'd be able to turn back in time. Probably is possible. First question. Who were the 15 survivors of Host Peak Academy? Makoto and the others? Hajime and the others. Who are the remnants of despair? So Makoto and the others are the remnants of despair. Wait, what? Wait, didn't I go down this one and that wasn't it? I could have sworn I went down Hajime the first time. That's just how good my memory is. Alright, like after I like implemented the wrong thing for on like meat, like bone on the meat or whatever, you get used to the fact that I will repeat the same exact thing over and over again and think that I'm doing something different. Also, why are they called Logic Dive? It should be called like Logic Dive. I mean, Logic Ride. Why were Hajime and the others put into the Near World program? To recover from despair? Oh, I have to do it again? Oh, come on.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Could it be the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy and the remnants of Ultimate Despair are...
Yes, both of those phrases refer to you guys. That's right. Not only are you guys the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy,
You're also survivors of Ultimate Despair!
we're all Ultimate Despair?
Don't be stupid!
in the beginning, we took in 15 of you as survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. But upon further investigation,
plot
we
twist.
discovered an unbelievable truth. The 15 people we acquired were actually the horrifying remnants of despair.
That was us?
What is this ultimate despair?
I remember hearing that they're dangerous guys who are responsible for terrorism, coup d'etats, and wars.
Yes, they're responsible for the tragedy and brought chaos into the world.
Hallelujah, it's raining
Despair in
men.
human form, but utterly devoid of humanity. That's what you guys really are. The Ultimate Despairs don't care about principles or morals. They just spread despair everywhere they go. They live solely to torment everything, to burn everything, to kill everything.
We're part of a dangerous group like that?
That's gotta be a lie!
That's right. There's no way. There's no way we're all Ultimate Despair.
Nagito probably did what he did because he managed to learn the unbelievable truth.
Nagito? Why are you bringing him up all of a sudden?
He's the only one who knew this truth before you guys. It was a special prize for clearing the final dead room.
Was it that file that contained all our student profiles? But inside...
Details? Details about missing memories. Information about the time we spent. But I'm also wondering, Chiaki said to, like, remember...
Nagito destroyed them before you saw it.
Oh, right, no, never mind. I was thinking maybe everyone might still be alive, but you said remember. Not like,
Anyway,
say hello when you see me.
It's the absolute truth that the file had profiles about you guys after you entered the school. And after Nagito obtained the file and learned the truth, what did he try to do to you guys?
He tried to murder us. Why do I have to do a hangman's gambit for this? Kill us all. Are you telling me, like, your memory is that bad? All right, I'm looking for you. Damn it. Well, that does give him... That does mean his motivation makes a little more sense now.
He tried to kill everyone except for the traitor.
That's right. After seeing the file, he learned that everyone, including him, was ultimate despair.
Yeah, Monokuma was stalling for
And he
time by
tried to
making
kill
me
everyone except
do a
the traitor.
hangman's gambit.
Did Nagito try to kill us because we were ultimate despair?
Yes, because of his love for hope and his hatred.
I mean, you don't really take too much damage for that. And whenever you, like, get things right, you regain some
Don't
health.
mess with us. Why do we
So I
have
kind
to
of
be
figured
treated
just
like
for
the bad
time,
guys?
it might as well take a little damage there.
There must be some kind of mistake. There's no way we're ultimate despair.
I don't need a twist like that.
It might seem unbelievable because you guys only have memories from before you entered the school. But it all happened at Hope's Peak Academy. You were tainted by ultimate despair because at Hope's Peak Academy, you were in contact with her.
Her?
The true ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. She strongly influenced you all during your time at the school. And that's why you became ultimate despair. In order to remove that influence, you've been placed into the Hope Restoration Program.
Is that why you took away our school memories?
The reason you're able to act like your normal selves is because you're within the Neo World program. But your true bodies in the real world are different. In the real world, you're part of a group that cruelly destroyed your family, friends, and even your own body.
Family, friends, and our own bodies? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
He's right. There's no way we do something like that.
Don't turn away from the truth.
What was that just now? A memory? But that person, that was Nagito, right? Vision of Nagito has been added.
It appears you've remembered a little.
Huh?
Now, face what you've done. And from there, you will finally take your first steps on the path to hope.
Make your argument. I'm just
There's obviously some kind of mistake.
gonna put on Vision of Nagito because I just got
There's
that.
no way we're ultimate
So I'm
despair.
gonna assume that's what's gonna be used.
Because you're all ultimate despair. You killed your friends and family, and you even destroyed your own bodies.
Yeah,
That
that.
must be it.
Because in the real world,
That memory I felt was
Nagito.
actually a memory from the real world.
Yeah, because in the real world,
did was
Nagato, like, put Junko's hand onto his hand.
cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm.
What did you say?
He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within him.
I don't get this at all.
The ultimate despairs defy understanding. They have no problem severing their own limbs.
I am terribly sorry. I do not feel so well.
It's just a game anyway, so why don't you just let it out? I'm pretty sure a select few would demand that.
It's too soon to feel sick. It's not even the worst thing the ultimate despairs have done. Some wasted away to skin and bones through continuous fasting in order to reach the despair of starvation. Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair? And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
The fuck?
Just stop! That's just a bullshit story. That's obviously bullshit!
So you feel despair toward yourselves in the real world. I understand that feeling. But there's no need to worry. If you just advance toward the hope I provide, you'll definitely be saved.
Save? You'll save us?
Of course. That's my purpose after all. That's why the Neo
Okay,
World
that's kind of what the
program was
translation
created, too.
implied, and I was like,
Put
what
us
the
inside
fuck?
this program so that you can save us?
Essentially, your cohabitation
I mean,
inside the Neo World
I
program
believe
is
it,
just a
'cause
simulation.
It'll be
If
weird,
you
fucked
remove
up.
the memories of your time at Hope's Peak Academy, would it also remove your ultimate despair?
So
They
you're
use
saying this was
science.
like a test?
I guess I can say that the test was a success, even though it deviated greatly from the original plan of graduating after gathering the Hope fragments. Nevertheless, you guys were able to overcome your unexpected trials and make your way here. That's why all you need to do is choose graduate.
If we do that, we can get out of here?
However, if you graduate from here, your school memories will never return.
Huh?
If you choose to graduate, and the observer determines that there are no problems, you will complete the Hope Restoration Program, and your avatar will be uploaded into your real body.
Uploaded?
It means by uploading our avatar's memories into our bodies, we're also forcibly erasing our past selves. That's why it's called the Hope Restoration Program. So that is a Neo World program.
Hey, what happens to the people whose avatars die?
If an avatar that needs to be uploaded has been deleted, there's nothing we can do.
So you're saying they'll never wake up?
God damn it! Damn fucking shit!
Ahem. Please take a look at this flipbook for a quick rundown of your options.
Is this going to be the two of them?
If you choose graduate, it'll transfer your in-game memories, but your school memories will be gone forever.
Does Monokuma take commissions?
Unfortunately, the people who have already died will not be able to wake up.
Just a thought. What will happen if we do not choose to graduate?
You'll just have to continue living your tropical life.
Hey, why you gotta ask something like that?
Well, even if we wake up in the real world, we are all rather messed up, right? If that is the case, then maybe staying on this island is...
What are you saying? Haven't we been working this hard just to escape from
I'd definitely
here?
be curious to
You
see
don't have to force yourself
who
to
else
return to
has
a
like
painful
done stuff to their
reality.
body.
Let's just play this game forever and ever!
Don't be ridiculous. If I stay in this
Like, does
screwed up world
Hajime
any
have a
longer,
tramp stamp on his
I'm
ass?
seriously gonna snap.
Is that what depraved
Still.
act that he did?
Is it really okay to sacrifice the others just to save ourselves?
You're asking that now? If we don't get out of here now, then what was everything we've done up till now even for?
We've been trying desperately to survive until we can finally leave this place. If we don't get out of here now, all the deaths we've endured will be in vain. I know this, but something's not right. How come Monokuma isn't trying to stop us? He's just going to stay quiet and overlook us getting out of this game world? Then everything Monokuma did would be pointless too. Not only that, is it really okay for us to believe him? Should we get out, or...
I see! Wait, can we have some time to decide?
Did you get scared like
Cat
Sonia?
hair.
No, it's not that. Don't you think this is a little strange?
Strange. You still don't understand? Normally, ultimate despairs like you guys would just be abandoned. But I'm telling you, I'm here to help. You should be thankful for how open-minded the Future Foundation is.
Makoto, what has happened to you?
What's going on,
Just
Makoto?
listen to the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation is the world's hope, you know?
I knew it. As I thought. There's something wrong with you.
Oh, debate time. The email,
I
perhaps?
said I'm going to save you guys. Why aren't you listening to me?
Let's do what he says and get out of here. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys, right?
Heck. No, probably don't have to
said
agree
I'm
with
going
him.
to.
Why aren't you listening?
Let's do what he said. I mean, the Future Foundation's the good guys.
And apparently, we are actually the bad guys.
It's fine to trust him, right?
The Future Foundation is the world's hope. No one can defy the Future Foundation.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I had a pretty good idea was going to be the email.
Hold on. Did you say it's foolish to defy the Future Foundation? Then how do you explain your actions?
My actions?
I saw it. The email that the Future Foundation sent to you.
To Makoto. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep them alive. Say calm, think about this carefully, you guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. This was you who joined it because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy and you survived and helped recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a hope-filled future.
In that email, Makoto Naegi defied the Future Foundation to protect the remnants of despair, which clearly contradicts what this person is saying.
Is that email for real? The Future Foundation tried to kill us?
Hold on! We'll deal with that later. Hey, Monokuma, those clues we found were all real, right?
Yes!
And that's not the only contradiction. What this Makoto person is saying also contradicts what we've already been told. Essentially, I kinda guarantee that there are no issues with this program. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure whether or not to run a program on you guys, but this was the only way to save you. I wanted to protect you. To me, those words seem much more real. If so, the person in front of us
Makoto
is...
Naegi, who are you?
Who is he? Simply put, he's Makoto Naegi, who's known for being a cutie patootie!
I'm not asking you. I'm asking...
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
He's trying to interfere, then I'm gonna shove that in his face.
I can't hear you! Better luck next time! What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you! You're getting all riled up! Ah! What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you! What? What do you want?
I like how one of his voice clips is just roaring.
Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? I'm not listening! Are you sure about this?
You're getting all riled up!
You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me some proof!
Oh shit. So, please select retry.
Is it going to end here? No matter what happens, tell me, Makoto Nai.
I can't hear you! Better luck next time!
I probably did it wrong.
What? What do you want? Punishment is waiting for you.
11037.
You're getting all riled up! What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you. What? What do you want? That's impossible! Proof! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
Rawr.
Are you sure about this? You insolent fool! If you're saying he's not Makoto, then show me
This is the end!
Okay, no, yeah, I did it in the wrong order. I ain't no good at math.
Makoto Naegi, if that's who you really are, then tell me this. Why did you make the password to Nezumi Castle? 11037.
What was that again?
You can't answer?
That's weird. Wait, where'd you find that out?
Who cares? So how about it? Can you even answer?
Oh man, I've been found out.
Found out. Then you're...
How disappointing! And I thought I was on the right track!
Get fucked, Monokuma.
He disappeared? Hey! That guy disappeared!
Why are you surprised? It's a computer program, so anything's possible, right?
Then, that was just the work of Monokuma?
Aw, you found out I was faking! This is so embarrassing! I just wanna kill myself!
What are you doing? Why'd you show us a fake member of the Future Foundation?
That fake was trying to get us out to the real world.
Hey, I played
And
the
that's your
first
plan?
game.
Is that where your trap is?
Well, he only doesn't like lie like in a trial or
I may
something.
as well be invisible.
A trap? What kind of trap did
But like
you
he
set?
just like works within the
You know
limitations
what's
of the
good for
rules
you.
or something
you
like
better hurry
that.
the hell up and confess. I'll beat you half to death if you tell us now. But if you don't spit it out soon, I'm just gonna kill ya!
Just kill him right now! Then this nightmare can finally end!
Violence is not allowed! This isn't that kind of game! It's a much smarter game, right?
What game? This game is already over!
This game is over? No! I'm not gonna let you finish yet! There's no way this can end before I've even
Oh.
transformed!
He's gonna go Super
Transform?
Saiyan. I've been calling it for a while.
Transformation is customary in a final boss battle, right? You know, like that one role-playing game? You know what game I'm talking about. Final...
Don't say it!
Now then, allow me to show you. I'll skip the second and third forms and go straight to my final form!
You better not be bluffing. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and pull all your stuffing out!
Let's see, are you gonna be Junko? Or maybe you'll be Byakuya? What? I have a bad feeling about this. Like inside my brain is burning, sizzling, a really, really bad feeling.
despair you're about to see into your memories.
Oh, do you want to be Mommy?
I'm gonna die!
It's Super Saiyan Blue. They turn into a chicken? Oh no, it's Junko. So it was Junko all along. Oh shit, she's got a flip phone. The ultimate despair flip phone.
What? What's going on?
Am I hallucinating?
I know anything goes here, but this is clearly not fucking okay!
I see. So that's your reaction to seeing an extra-large high school girl. But are they really that big? Don't you think they're pretty small? She's huge! She's way too huge! But the final boss in a certain action game is much bigger. You know, that game, Kniferella.
Although not quite as kind as
Said it
Opal is.
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
I'd get fucking crushed!
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But, too bad, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either, you won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless!
This is Monokuma's true identity?
We have to deal with this thing?
I'm shocked you'd call me this thing. Oh, you're so mean.
Is it just me, or did her personality change?
I get easily bored of my personality. Like, I already got bored of my personality who gets easily bored. And that's when Fuyuhiko would say, "It's too damn soon to say you got bored, right?"
Wait, what?
I have plenty of data on you guys, so it's so easy for me to know what you're all thinking.
You are not bored at all.
I got bored of getting bored. Jeez. Even when I'm dead, I still get bored. This sucks.
Even when you're dead, does that mean this person's true identity?
I see!
Are you Junko Enoshima?
Did you say Junko Enoshima? Isn't she dead?
It's true. I did end up dying the last time. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to go so fast. I couldn't help it, you know? It was my first time. Jeez, stupid. You're the one who made me go.
And why is someone who died here right now?
Do you guys know about an artificial intelligence called alter ego?
Huh.
Exuberance! We are now an AI! We have transcended humanity!
What AI? Stop saying all this crazy bullshit!
You see, my personality is like this because I'm the type who dies easily, right? That's why I made my own AI program while I was still alive. And then someone uploaded me into this Neo World program. And that's how Alter Ego Junko hopelessly appeared in front of you guys.
He is responsible for everything. Destructing Host Peak Academy, the destruction of the world. The one who took over the Near World program and forced us to kill each other. It was all her doing. Even so, what am I supposed to do? Even if we know she's
Don't
Junko.
get cautious and think stuff like, what can we do? I mean, we're all ultimate despair here. Each and every one of our classmates looked at us like we're a bunch of loogies on the side of the road. So, let's all be friends.
Hell no!
Man, They hate me. And I was thinking of you guys when I tampered with the graduation program. But they still hate me.
Tampered? With the graduation program?
Remember what that fake Makoto said earlier? About what happens to you when you graduate, right? I feel like you guys weren't getting a big enough reward for graduating. So, I decided to modify what happens so it's something exciting and unique. Just like a game. Uploading your game memories into your real bodies is fine, but letting your friends stay dead just sucks. That's why I decided to resurrect them.
Oh. Neat.
This is the new graduation program I'm offering.
Resurrect? Hey, are you serious? Can you really do that?
It was like real hard, you know? The graduation program is the core part of this game, so it was protected with a lot of encrypted codes. It took me a long time. I felt so much despair about how useless I am. Well, one advantage of being an AI is that I got smarter with computers. Before that, every time a computer froze, I used to put it in a microwave and nuke it.
Show of hands, class. How long do you think it took for me to modify it?
Who cares about that?
2 weeks.
Are you serious when you say that everyone who died will come back to life?
Did you forget? You gotta answer questions to progress the story. That's the rule of this game, right? By the way, I'll give you a clue. You guys were always watching time slip away at a certain place.
The statue.
Tell us. Until we answer that.
We're completely at our mercy, but we can't progress unless we answer. We have no choice but to answer. How long took it to modify the graduation program? We're watching how long it took. Jabberwock Park.
I see!
The countdown at Jabberwock Park. That's the only place we can think of. That's the only place we consistently watch that has anything to do with time.
Then that countdown represented the time that was needed to modify the program.
How brilliantly wrong! You're totally wrong about that tricky timer.
Wrong? And what was it?
How should I put this? I was just goofing around. I mean, isn't stuff you don't understand exciting even though you don't get it? It's kind of like superhero cosplayers or someone else's designs of alien life and stuff, right? It was just for show? In the end, it was meaningless. Does that fill you with despair? Like getting booted from a game server? You know those murder mysteries where the culprit is really the detective who's investigating the murder? Well, I'm so over predictable crap like that. Just what did you expect at this stage of the game?
She's seriously messed up.
Well, in a way. The countdown implied I was on a mission. Did you ever make up your own silly rules, like don't step off the white line when you cross the road? I was testing myself to see if I could get you guys into the graduation program before the timer reached 0.
Enough. Please stop.
Don't be so disappointed. It's totally true. I had a hard time manipulating the program. While you guys were at the beach making wrinkly dog faces, I was working so hard on my own, you know.
Hey, enough with this pointless crap! Are you seriously going to resurrect everyone who died?
Like I said, it's easy. It's just a game after all. Yeah.
Just a game?
Each and everything that happened in this world was just an event within the game. There's no way anything that occurred in the game could affect the real world.
What you're saying now is completely different from what you said before. You said whether or not it's a lie. The moment you feel something is real, it becomes real.
The game where you throw my words back at me is over, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Fine. I won't worry about it.
Hey!
Who fucking cares about logic? As long as everyone who died comes back to life, that's good enough.
But if we do not understand the principles behind it, then we do not even know if it is really possible.
Anything goes in this world. You've seen that happen so many times already, right?
Well, if a high school girl can get huge, then it's not crazy if the dead can come back to life, right?
If she's saying that's how she tampered with a computer program, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's right. That's why you should finish this game and go back to living a normal life in the real world.
If we go back, what do you get out of it? What benefit do you get by making us return to the real world? As long as we don't know what it is,
Man, so annoying. You're so petty. It's not like you're a housewife living on a tight budget.
Yeah, for you, Yukio is
All I
like
want is to put on this
100%
graduation
done.
performance in a more dramatic way. Well, if you doubt me, you don't have to go back. Is that what you want? Not to go back?
Oh, hold on a sec. We're obviously going to get out of here. If it'll bring our dead friends back, it's all we can do.
Of course! We've been working toward that goal for like forever!
Because we had that goal, we were able to endure those killings.
Plus everyone can go back together. So there's no reason to hesitate.
You are right. There is no way we can choose to stay here after all we've been through.
Just as expected from the winners of this killing school trip, your will to live is truly ultimate. Wonderful! That's just more reason for you to execute your role as devices.
Devices.
Okay, now let's stop stalling for time with exposition and hurry up and do it. Now then, why don't you guys just go ahead and answer with the touch panel that's in front of you? I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. If you don't hurry up, I'm seriously really gonna do it. You don't have to say, who are you talking to? It doesn't concern a chump like you, Hajime.
Chump? Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be over once we press this.
So we just have to press graduate, right?
If we do that, we can go home, right?
I can go back. With this, I can finally go back. He's right. With this, we can finally go back. This will be the end. And our friends who died will be saved. That's way beyond what we expected. Then it's safe to say this is a good ending, right? Don't press anything. Press repeat. Oh. Alright, guess I had to press
I
graduate.
got it! Don't press it! This is Junko's trap!
Huh?
What the heck? That guy from earlier is back again.
It's not again. This time, it's the real one.
Real?
Real?
I'm Makoto Naegi. Makoto Naegi of the Future Foundation.
This guy is the real Makoto? And this is the guy I spoke to.
I'm sorry I'm late. I actually wanted to come rescue you sooner, but thanks to the virus infecting the Neo World program, I wasn't able to enter.
Just when the chumps are in a pinch, he's suddenly able to enter for reasons unknown. And thus, the main character gallantly appears. So cool! I'm drooling! So much!
Did you also time my arrival? No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to save everyone. And then I'm going to settle this between us once and for all.
I'm drooling! I can't stop my leaking!
How were you able to get here, Makoto?
Since I used my tricks to hack into the program, you must have hacked in with his tricks too, right? That's also how you kept your memories, right? Even though you haven't aged a day, just like these guys.
If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to save everyone.
Don't you understand? It doesn't matter how you got here. As long as you're here, you'll be treated like one of my students. Which means you must respect my authority.
I already know the risks of being here.
You always had such reckless hope. I love you so much that you disgust me.
Just what do you mean by trap? What is Junko's trap?
It doesn't matter. We can finally end this, you know? If we get out of here, it'll all resolve itself peacefully. After all this, I can't let you get in the way.
The fact that you guys are even thinking like that is Junko's trap.
Huh?
She's lying to you about your dead friends coming back to life.
Hey, little old me.
Who do we trust?
If you knew Junko's true goal, you'd know she's lying.
You know her goal?
Yeah. Junko's goal is to convert the Hope Restoration Program to the Despair Restoration Program.
The Despair Restoration Program?
As part of the graduation program, your avatar's memory and consciousness is uploaded into your real body. However, none of us expected that any of the avatars would get deleted. Junko has taken advantage of that opportunity. She intends to use her version of Alter Ego, the AI she stole my friend's skill to create, and upload herself into the bodies of everyone whose avatar was deleted.
What?
Then everyone who died isn't gonna come back to life.
They're gonna be taken over by Junko?
What the fuck?
Dang.
Like the real world. Once an avatar is deleted from this virtual world, it can't be recovered. It's actually impossible to revive them.
That doesn't mean I was lying, you know? I just didn't make some things clear. And even if they're overwritten by my alter ego, it doesn't mean they'll be a completely different person. The data of everyone who died is stored within me, so I'm sure I can convincingly act out their personalities.
Don't mess with me.
In fact, I have a lot of data on Furuhiko, so I know some things that'll make you happy. I can play a version of Peko that's more to your liking than she ever was.
I said, don't fucking mess with me!
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here!
Junkify all mankind.
After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world! With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete! That's Operation Junkify All Mankind in a nutshell. Oh yeah! Our dreams are expanding and...
That messed up plan is your goal?
Then why didn't you just kill all of us? If you did, you could have taken over all of our bodies. Wouldn't that have been more convenient for you?
Is that what you want me to do? Is it still too late to do that?
No. There's a reason Junko couldn't do that. That's why she made you guys kill each other.
So the reason is, the school trips rules?
I see! I got it. It's because of the school trip's rules.
Even a monster like her has to follow the rules of the school trip?
Junko usurped Usami's authority as an observer, and her role as your teacher.
However, according to the rules of the school trip, even Usami had to follow them. That's why when Junko took over her position, she had no choice but to follow the rules as well.
So, the rules were protecting us?
Man, I was so annoyed. I had the authority to add rules, but no authority to delete rules. Oh well, even if I could have deleted rules, I was still busy with my whole taking over your bodies plan.
So you made us kill each other, because you couldn't kill us yourself.
Then, is that how you were able to increase the number of bodies you can take over?
Like I said, I personally didn't care about the outcome of the killings.
How dare you look down on us? Don't fuck with me. What about our lives?
Chump change.
I won't forgive you. I will never, ever fucking forgive you!
So that's your trap. You tried to make us choose graduate, so you can take over everyone's body with the graduation program.
How can you be so cruel?
Because Junko Enoshima is the true ultimate despair. She doesn't yearn for any kind of future at all. She fills every person she meets with despair.
That's my Makoto. You understand me so well. For me, despair is not a goal or a set of principles, or a lifestyle, or even an instinct. It's what defines me as Junko Enoshima. It's just my characterization. That's why I'm able to pursue despair with such purity.
So you're saying you only exist to fill people with despair?
For example, want to hear about a beautiful memory that even I, who gets
Oh yeah,
bored
definitely.
easily,
I mentioned that
still
the
remember
last game
fondly?
when we saw her
Picture thousands of fools who are
going between like the
madly in love
different
with me,
like
dying
voice
one
slash
by one
personalities
like
that she's
insects
doing.
doused with bug spray. And the best part is, they did it to themselves, you know?
Thousands of humans falling like dominoes. Oh, that memory is so beautiful. It made my brain melt.
Yeah, about that. Does that story have a happy ending?
Talking about them right now? The reserve corps students? Yeah.
Are you talking about the reserve course's mass suicide?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you're a survivor of the reserve course. By the way, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mass suicide? What's she talking about?
An incident where 2,357 people from the reserve course all killed themselves. Junko probably made them do it.
2,357 people? That's it.
You don't have to be that surprised. You all look like your parents, friends, and lovers all died at once. That was so rude of me. There's no way you guys even have meaningful relationships like that anymore. I mean, you're all ultimate despair. You guys have already eaten your fill of despair.
I do not really know what you are trying to say.
Junko robs the futures of everyone she interacts with. You ultimate despairs are among her many victims.
If someone like me is born, that means the world is yearning for despair.
That's wrong. The world isn't yearning for despair. That's the reason we can't let you escape.
But if you do that, you guys won't be able to return to the real world, right?
Huh? If we choose graduate to get out of here, the graduation program will activate, right?
If that happens, Junko's alter ego will be uploaded into the bodies of the dead.
Does that mean we gotta stay here to keep her from getting out?
What the heck? Why does it have to be like that?
It's such a cruel fate for you guys. But it's awfully convenient for the Future Foundation. They'll be able to keep all the ultimate despair.
Yeah, I think he could, but he wants to try to save, like, everyone.
Wrong! That's not it!
But ultimate despair is hated worldwide, and their lives are no doubt targeted by the Future Foundation. Oh well, if you don't want to acknowledge that, I guess it just can't be helped. Can't be helped. LOL.
LOL.
This is nothing to LOL about.
But it's so ironic. You came all the way here just to find out that graduating is the wrong choice. Even though you came all this way to win the game,
bamboozled.
even though you kept sacrificing your friends to win. The goal you guys squirmed to reach was wrong all along. Isn't that just so fucking tragic?
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings in the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs kill each other off? This
Don't
was
give
too.
up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here without letting Junko out.
Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is. Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
First he's heard of it. And it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out doesn't know about might be that. This.
Crap!
What? Oh. This thing.
Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution. There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Hmm?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason it can't be activated is... not enough people?
I see!
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Even if you want to cheat, I won't let ya. The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
totally saw through that supposedly hidden command?
No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew?
Do we have to
no chance of
convince
winning?
Junko to do it too?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them?
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Believe.
Ah,
Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag
the
us
other
into this
Future
situation.
Foundation members.
Chiyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
Yoko,
We'd be better off
Byakuya.
leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for two people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey! What's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
Shut up, too.
Are you
That's
two
Arkaiba.
also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
So you join because you agree with our ideals. Rescue from the tragedy, you survive, hope you recover your memories. Tragedy, if this Killing School Life is referring
You
to
guys
that.
are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Oh, she's crying. I guess we can't do it now.
Why are you crying?
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
Chump. You said it again! Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
And this messed up
Hey.
world.
Can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Huh?
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we enter the program,
Before we enter the program, revert to Ultimate
I
Despair.
see!
does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end!
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last Ultimate Despair. When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that!
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless. Vanish. Does that include her too? Those are memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she
Memory's
existed.
not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when...
Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
We don't know anything about that past!
Hey, why did we become Ultimate Despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
people who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being Ultimate Despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing.
Yeah, we still have truth bullet points we haven't used yet, which means the trial's not over.
When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair, and your dead friends will never be revived, and the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
All right! Things are starting to heat up!
this isn't a game, you know.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome as killing school life, I just don't remember what occurred there. People Junko learned the method. I tried connecting the dots, there should be an answer. Oh yeah, snowboard kids again. Didn't jump fast enough. Ooh, nice. Question 1. Who did Junko Inoshima want to lure? The Future Foundation? What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? Junko herself? Heck. The killings. I guess in a way it was kind of Junko, but I guess specifically because we started killing each other. Question 3. What did Nigo use to force him to watch the killings? Someone's trying to screw up with spelling. Surveillance caramel. Sounds like a good candy. I'd eat it. I was looking at it first. I was like, wait, what's the difference?
Cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
Surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school.
So in here is being broadcast to them.
Used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
Rude.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
You sure did.
I will never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one
well,
with your own
he was
eyes,
probably
by the same
probably
kind of
like
game you guys
the
played,
observer is probably able to like connect outside,
dictates that you
but
act
the
all high
subjects
and mighty,
themselves
say,
can't.
"Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop
I'm gonna
this
guess that's
time,
why.
right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Just 1 second, please.
That's as though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
You guys chose to be instigators.
Oh,
and you
completely
were willing to
random
take it into the Neo world.
number that doesn't mean anything at all, but 12,000 channel views.
To provide the opportunity I needed to
Neat.
push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the Ultimate Despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
You know, it might be
not
the
feel
ultimate
despair.
evil in the world, but he does make a cute
Even
cat
if this was
face.
all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Huh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule.
Graduate and repeat, right? You choose one of them. Impressive. All of you have cast your vote, whichever one has the majority to consider your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
You had to be a student, right? Oh, the teacher's final decision, right? Yeah.
As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
And Junko is the teacher right now. After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you, see who's going to graduate or not. So even if you vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
You know that all too well.
She's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look up on their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... Well, Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line like that. When I crush you with despair, send ecstasy.
No matter what you do to me, I will never never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind? Someone
Yeah.
else is coming?
Whoever was the one that put the Junko AI into the program.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you
Oh
talking
no,
about?
better not be Chiaki.
Oh, well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy.
Alright, good, it's not Chiaki.
Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
But that's the headmaster, that's kind of fucked.
Kamakura?
It's the headmaster! Do not. Okay, if you maybe do a fucking gambit, I would've.
I see.
I would've freaking lost it.
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was really
Imagine if it was a
unique
gambit
portrait of the
and it
Academy's
was
founder.
founder of Hope's Peak. Like, you had to do the whole thing.
That name.
That would've been
It was
ridiculous.
definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
However,
That'd be a
based on the
bastard move. You could've
information
just
I
done,
know,
like, founder
the
in
man
that
known
case.
as Izuru Kamakura.
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko Enoshima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
What?
What? I am... what?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Well, that's a twist.
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru? Make your argument.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate hope!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot.
Could it be created hope? That might be Izuru.
Oh, only two things. I'm the ultimate hope, and the current me, and...
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student,
the
he
Hope
had a talent
Cultivation
all along!
Plan?
How can someone from the reserve have such an amazing
In order to hide Izuru's identity.
Nah, okay, I guess I have to... I don't think it's anything with that. I think I have to agree with
In order to
Makoto.
was he hidden in then Hajime's? There's no doubt. I've always had that name ever since. Then Izuru is your fate.
Hey, you weren't lying.
I do not want any.
Could it be created hope?
That must be it.
Oh, second try. That's pretty good.
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder and called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else. You still don't get it. You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of
used
admiration
me
toward
for
hope
land
and talent
development.
just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb.
Dang.
By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Huh?
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory?
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
he'll disappear.
Disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm going to disappear? Disappear, disappear, disappear. Disappear, 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 disappear. Dang, that's a lot of hair. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really. I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. That's a real plot twist. Got long hair. There's no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you?
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
That's what you are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this. Huh?
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Just so you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try. Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I do? I already know. How can I be saved? Become the Blacken? That's kind of left field. Yeah, no. I have to choose graduate.
Huh? In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope? Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think?
And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on.
What is it? Why are we still waiting? Do you still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, Countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
At this point, this is the only way.
No. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories, and everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember
I'm guessing it's like the first game, guys.
the
Shoot
reason
hope at
everybody
them.
died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I
It also
know,
happens when I try to move forward and you can't do it.
Everyone's
You can't,
hope is in
like, fast forward.
conflict. Such despair!
Oh, I can't even fire it. Why? Why do we have to choose?
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much. Why do I have to be a part of this? I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez. Once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that. But the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it. So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever 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 and ever.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
Okay.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
All right!
And with this, the world...
An eternal game utopia.
I guess it's fine to stay like...
Young master, that is a wise...
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would...
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right! Let's party!
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability!
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki! Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess? I've prepared you a training regiment.
Ooh, if you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time?
What was this again? Oh, it's no idea to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
All right!
And with this, the world will...
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
All right! A game...
And with this, the world will continue...
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like that.
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's an...
And with this, Junko...
All right! I'm gonna
The
showcase
only
my
thing looks like I can shoot is
Can I take
that
To be awed
again.
by the... I've prepared you a...
Should I begin with a...
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
Wait, what?
All right!
And with this, the world will...
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for...
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's a...
And with this, Junko...
All right! I'm gonna showcase my...
Just leave the BG...
Hey, can I take a...
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you a...
Should I begin with a...
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
I wanted this.
All right!
And with this, the world will continue...
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
All right!
And with this, the world...
An eternal game...
I guess it's fine to stay...
Young master.
Yay!
Yes, there's a...
And with this, Junko...
All right! I'm
This
gonna
all shoot
showcase
that
my...
thing Chiaki's saying at the end?
Can I take...
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you a...
Should I begin with a...
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
All right!
And with this, the world...
An eternal game...
I guess it's fine to stay...
Young master.
Or maybe take that last thing
And
and
with
shoot
this,
the
Junko-
game
All
utopia.
right! I'm gonna showcase my...
Just leave the BG...
Hey, can I take a...
Want to be awed by the... I've prepared you a...
Should I begin with a...
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
What was this again? Oh, well, so you think about it. I wanted this ending. I wanted this.
All right!
And with this, the world will continue...
An eternal game utopia.
This world...
Who are you?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. I'm tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair. And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up? Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear. As long as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together, I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but...
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be alright. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Ichiaki, can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
Just do it.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course. Games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help? I have no talent at all.
Is this really me?
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much.
Oh yeah, I should probably actually like seal everything.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
I feel like that.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault.
Alright, so something specific. I'm just feeling all the like doubts.
can't choose the future.
See? If you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the Academy. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Even so, who cares what will happen to the world? Even so, I don't want to sacrifice myself. Even so,
Yeah, that's why Just Do It
No matter
works
what
out a
kind
little
of future
better.
it is,
It's a little
as
shorter.
long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear. Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future, even if it's a convenient miracle.
So it is like
If
The
you just
Sims.
do it,
Because in The
things will-
Sims, you get
that's
to
why
create your own
can't
sim.
hesitate
And you
now.
get to, like, make your own
Resolve
future
to throw
for your
everything
Sims.
away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to
Forgot
say,
to say
it again.
Awaken.
I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
Oh.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility, it's the future foundation.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here
Store of
disappear,
power?
I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility.
Oh.
It's the Future Foundation's.
I didn't think anything
They're
would
both
happen.
hope and they're both despair.
Future.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here I will not even remember why everyone
Oh.
died.
If we don't rid the world of the tragedy will start once.
I want to see Becca one more
Machine gun
Back into
troop bullet time.
This is your responsibility.
Like, I'm not even doing anything. It's
Future
just
Foundation.
They're both hope and
all
they're
the
both
fire
hope.
right
Conclusion
now.
will never be.
Sick.
No, that's wrong.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but figured someone had to say something.
There won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours.
Whoa.
Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away.
Super Saiyan.
I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
I am the ultimate no talent. Future.
You despair because you yearn for hope because you despair.
Infinite cuts.
Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up. If you do that, this game is going to continue. If you don't want that, just turn off the game.
Advance.
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let
Cut.
anyone choose again!
Panic Dog action time.
I don't want anything. The future is full of lies. You have no argument. There's no hope. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. A miracle won't happen. You're not hope. What is this crappy feeling? I don't want anything. The future is full of lies. Mizuru! You have no argument. Any choice is despair. The future will make you suffer.
I like how because of this part right here, this game gets like the rhythm tag automatically if you make it your game.
I don't want to lose anything. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
That one was easy. That was the spelling, it wasn't grammar.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this, all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh? But...
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence, we'll...
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want!
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened. This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything. That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press
This is
these two
Danganronpa
buttons at the
theme.
same time,
We're near the
correct?
end.
I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move, when I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea, it was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it, like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light. The one who shined that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision.
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out, but... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff.
Same.
If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is this?!
Hajime, everyone, thank you.
I'm not the one you should be thanking.
Oh, and there's a trial. What was the 4th one? I did terrible on it.
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right?
This is just the beginning. right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on,
Yeah,
we're
I've
the ones
only
who are
gotten
going to
B's.
create.
I think it's because, my logic is set on the normal difficulty, but the gameplay mechanics, so things like there being white noise and having to actually do the rhythm, that's on gentle. No, his hair kind of changed color a little bit at the end here, when he went like Super Saiyan or whatever. Also, Sami going hardcore. She's got a wand back. She's regained power. Nice. Give her a spirit bomb. She's gonna turn her into a clown. Oh, they're all hearts. Magical Girl Usami saving the day.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them. This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Man, it's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am scared too.
But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future.
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember.
If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end, but it's just the beginning, isn't that right? Doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. Still scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere. 'Cause we're all friends after all.
Game over, Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Giant cell phone. And so the incident's come to an end. The incident riddled of absurdity with nonsense with sheer irrationality is about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Host Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic event, smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future, as long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations.
The ones at the end of the
We can leave
chapter, I
anytime.
don't think you can do anything. Like, if I try to give them to someone, it's called a key item, so I think they're just for show. The other gifts you get from, like, the vending machines, you give to people
Is this really okay?
during the free
You're the
time,
one who said, "Leave
and
the
then, like,
questions
you
to me."
get, like,
So I
additional
let you take the
dialogue
lead.
with them.
Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
Strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
Haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the
Don't
ship.
have a plan
Good
yet,
luck.
but I'll think of
I'm
one.
not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Then let's go. We
Toga.
must create our own futures too.
Alright, catch you later, Clack. Take it easy.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like you can try to go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata. My future lies here.
Epilogue, The Day Before the Future. I guess that's the game, with maybe a post-credits cutscene as well. Oh, that was a pretty fun game. Yeah, I mean, aside from the improved Hangman's Gambit, I really enjoyed that game. Good sequel. Don't know whether I would say I enjoyed it more than the first one. Don't know if I can like rank them yet. Probably have to like let them stew in my head for a little bit before I can really do that. I kind of like how, I guess at one point I was thinking like, okay, maybe Chiaki's not a person. I was thinking she was an android or something because you saw like robots getting made in the factory at the end there. There was like the mono beasts on one side and then some humanoid looking figure on the other. So I was thinking it would turn out like, oh, actually someone is actually, you know, a robot, not an actual person. I guess it was like somewhat right, since Chiaki turned out to just be part of an AI program of some sort. I guess not like an actual person. So I guess it was also kind of left vague enough at the end there that maybe she was an actual person, I don't know. Just finding somebody to host after I finish up. I think I found someone who's not anyone I want to watch that I normally follow, but someone who's on Team Noble with me. Yeah, cool stuff. I'm glad Chiaki didn't turn out to be evil, because I liked her. And Akane too. Akane was good throughout the end. Anyway, as far as Danganronpa 3 is concerned, I think what I'm going to end up doing is going back to Save the Light speedruns for about, you know, another 2 or so weeks. And I think either on October 1st, like a couple of days going into October 1st, is when I'll start Danganronpa 3. Kind of like kicking off Spooky Month with the last game. Or I guess last game of the main trilogy, because I think there's like Despair Girls, and I don't know if there's any other games in the series. But yeah. I imagine that one will be longer than this one as well, so imagine that would probably be like 8 or 9 streams if I do like 5 to 6 hours. Assuming it's like the same kind of setup here, like hanging out, free time, investigation, murder, trial, end chapter. Oh yeah, the mask that Peko used. I almost forgot about that mask. It's a little bit creepy. Tiru. So everyone was actually the ultimate despairs. Imagine Tiru got corrupted. The greatest chef in the world. Like one of the most ultimate chefs in the world. Was an ultimate despair. Also, that chapter 6 wasn't quite as long. I mean, you consider I did about half an hour the last stream before ending. That makes chapter 6 only about 4 hours, so it's actually kind of short. I don't know, maybe I was just too good in the trial. I did get a couple like first or second try. I have obtained a present. Easter egg. That does not look like an Easter egg. Obtained an Usami strap. Obtained Danganronpa. First floor? Would like to save your current progress.
Danganronpa.